Well, hello there. So anyway, yeah, now what? Chat's on. Let's see who's online. Ooh, Steve, my victim. Jana Banana, victim number 2. Ooh, jokey. What's up, H? That's all you get to see tonight is my pretty little kitty face. Can you hop on to Golf Clash and we can play one? It's a shame ATM's not on. Oh, he's playing the tournament. Helios is now online. Well, I only have 12 friends, so I should find you pretty quick. H, can you hear the music? For anyone that cares at YouTube, this music is NCS music. Totally free. Yeah, and because it's totally free, you get to listen to a commercial, which is odd. I'm broadcasting from my secret lair. That would be the car. And I can see why it takes you so long to say something. You don't really have anything to say. Nice. Aww. Aww. Too bad. I do like to talk to the other players. Okay, I'm going to take it off of this. I'm not sure what ball you used now that I think of it, but it was a pretty nice one, so we'll just go Titan. Oops. Got a lot of stuff on the screen, so. Let's see what happens here. More right wouldn't have helped you. Seeing as how you drove the sand up there. Unless you're trying to say you would have been on the green. See, I've always called this Minecraft music. And the fact that it's free is just good for me. Here, let me help you there. Can you see? Okay, so let's go into teaching mode here. From this shot, get the cat out of your way. It's 4 backspin, pretty much straight at it. Get the cat back. And then you just aim this little booger right there at the hole. And then adjust for wind. With it just being 2, let's just eyeball it a little bit. Let's see what happens. Always let the arrow go across once and hit it the second time, because your accuracy just improves so much when you allow yourself to get ready for that shot. Hey H, can you see the stuff at the top? I know there's a 30-second delay, but go ahead, type it in. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to number the questions because you said yes, and I don't know what you said yes to. So, question number 1. Can you see the stuff at the top of the screen? And don't forget to hit. Oh, and let me help your view a little bit. Can you see okay? Oh, thank you. Now can you see why it's a good idea to have music, even if it's low, in the background, so people don't go crazy thinking they lost sound? You know, I'd love to do this, but I don't want to have to waste a really nice ball. So we're just going to do the boring shot. So you just kind of aim it where it's going to come across here and curve to the right, and you should get pretty cozy up here. Okay, if I were you, which was you 30 seconds ago, I would put as much right spin on it as possible, just so that your first hit is either in the green or in the middle of the fringe. So you're going to do it to avoid the fringe, but for some reason it works better if you spin it right. But with that wind, what can you do? Alright, let's see if I can take my own advice. See, I try to come over here, face out of my way, always 4 down. And I do have green to work with, but it's going to be tricky. And we spin it around. We want to go exactly 5. So you have 2, 4, 6. Exactly 5. going to take the shot. Okay, you sent me something to, oh, okay, I guess you sent the link to the Mod Squad. Thank you. Oh, and I missed, of course. This, okay, here you go. Can you aim okay? Can you aim? Can you aim? Put this down there. Yeah, I know. What I did to you was 30 seconds after you did it. Okay, this one's so simple if you have your wood. But you could also do it this way. So all the way back. I mean, really no spin, but sometimes you just can't do it. Alright, so you kind of tilt it a little way this way. The wind's going down, so you want to hit it on the tip there. And I got to hurry up to 3.6, but because I'm kind of at the end of the club, we're going to go a little bit more. And then hit it on the first try because we didn't have any time. Yeah, see, I should have played almost double the wind because I was at the end of my club. But somehow I ran out of time. So anyway, to fill in the dead time, I know you haven't seen the movie yet, but I've been dying to talk to you about it. Real Player One. I don't know, how do I protect the trademark? Not a film by me or not showing you any part of it. And I don't want to ruin it for you, but I do need to tell you that the name H is a main character in the movie. Oh, and by the way, close but no cigar. So if you want me to spoil the story for you, I will. But until I see it in chat. Oh, let's call that question number 2, because again, I see you responding, but I don't know what question I could have possibly asked 30 seconds ago. And now I see you're using a Quasar, and I'm killing you with a Titan. Sorry about that. I will immediately switch to a Titan. I'm sorry, to a Quasar, just as soon as we're not on a par 5. By the way, they sell them in the store. They're pretty cheap. So anyway, question number 2. Do you want me to spoil Ready Player One? See how far I could go? I gotta chicken out a little bit. Okay, so now once you've set up, now you just kind of roll it around in here a little bit and then make sure that 2.5 is not in the rough. Okay, so I'm seeing on the screen 2 is okay. Alright, so anyway, the main character has a buddy named H. And it's one of the little mysteries of the movie, or I'm sorry, of the book, because everyone who goes to the Oasis, which is a virtual reality, has a secret identity. So H is all he will tell anyone his name is. And probably around chapter 25-ish, you find out that H is actually a black woman. So anyway, I ruined it for you. So now every time I call you H, I really feel like, am I calling him a chubby little black woman? Does he take it the wrong way? Or maybe he thinks it's more like, I'm thinking of his name as Hector from Night of the Comet. By the way, you actually do look a lot more like Hector from A Night of the Comet, but Hector does look an awful lot like Pancho Vaquerito, whatever his name is, from Chips. So anyway, watch Night of the Comet and you will see your doppelganger. Alright, so if you bring the Guardian, you can back it up on the green. And what you want to do is you want to be on the left side of the hole, because that way it'll roll down to the hole. But you got to be careful here, because I've got to overpower and then still stay on the green. So this is not an easy shot. Just a little bit of curl, and then a little bit of this, and we'll see what happens. Too short, but I'm on the fringe. I'm okay. So I think it was more important for me to go for that, because anyone can get on the green, but if you can get it to roll into the hole, it's definitely worth it. Oops, I killed the music. I was actually going to go to the YouTube channel and see how many people were on, if it's 1 or 0. And because they have the Rapier 7, all I got to do is aim at the hole and shoot. Even a great shot would be right in. But the Firefly, if you don't have the Rapier 6, the Firefly is by far the best, because you can put all that top spin on it, and it's got a great ball guide, and you can chip it in from 30 yards out, no problem.
Bada book, bada boom.
In other words, book at choicehotels.com.
So anyway, we're gonna get past this commercial. Bada boom. I see you trying. I'm much happier just having one person here. That way if I screw up or, whatever, we can still talk about how awesome it was. Awesome. See, there it is. Well, okay then. So it's a hole-in-one or nothing. Okay, let me strategize here. That's my hole-in-one area. One up. Just a little over there. And let me spin around. And this is slightly more wind because I take it back. It's should be, yeah, just slightly more than what it reads because you're near the end of the club. No, too short. We were playing hand grenades. Close enough. Yeah, I should have done 2 topspin, but during the tournament, for some reason it adjusted where you only needed 1. And now I've got to get used to all the holes all over again. Played Tour 8 today just so I wouldn't be relegated, and let's just say I was 2 for 5 because The first time I lost, the guy got a hole-in-one on the shootout. The second time, I don't know what was going on with my adjustment, but I hit the rough next to the green. Then I won one. Then I lost one by an inch. And I finally won the next one. Not bad for not playing Tour 8 since March, February, March. Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking there, but maybe you got the Amazon and you're trying to prove something. I gotta stay tightened because this is a long hole. Alright, so this is our spot. 2 forward, never more. I know the wind's against us, and you could do 3, but I'm just too chicken. And then when we adjust for wind in a tournament, you had to do 1.5, but for some reason it's only regular wind outside the tournament, and then all the way over here. And I graded it, but no problem. Yeah, see, 3 forward would have been right up next to the rough right there, and I don't like to be that close. And I prefer the big dog on this hole, but you can't choose. Yeah, the Amazon wouldn't have got you there anyway. You got one heck of a chip shot ahead of you. Be careful overpowering like that. Not just because of that problem, but because you might hit it too far left or too far right. Alright, so if I had big dog, I'd be right here, no forward spin, nothing. Still thinking a little bit of forward spin might be necessary with this club. You don't want to come over here. You'd rather come over here. I think I'm going to give it all the forward spin. A little bitty 2-mile-an-hour wind knocks you down. Alright, so aim for the right side of the green, and then just put some curl on it. And don't grade it. Yeah, okay. 1 forward spin was plenty. But if you had the big dog, no forward spin. And on this hole, let's see, you got your short iron. So yeah, going forward would not be very helpful because of all the little things going on the green. So backspin, I would 4-back spin it and aim right at the hole, and then adjust for wind, but not very much wind, probably about 1.5 miles. And you hit the pin, but you wouldn't have made it anyway. You just had it. You hit it too hard. But for this shot, back it up. Push that forward. Back it up some more. Put the tip right there in the middle. And hit it perfect. No excuse for anything else. Get in the hole! There you go. Okay, who's the second person? Speak up. Come on, it's a new record. I gotta say your name. Okay, H, so I'm going to tell you a little secret. I hope RJ's not the second person. Sometimes when RJ gets to like 90 or 95 people and someone points it out and he's really happy. Okay, I don't know who you are, Sinful62, but thank you for watching. So anyway, RJ's up to 90, 95 people. I have an iPad. I have 2 phones. I have a laptop. I have a couple all-in-ones. But I've only ever just turned on like 3 or 4. Just so I could brag that he keeps growing instead of staying at that level. But don't tell him. I did it for this other guy too. His name is Letter, but it's not H. It's like P or U. Almost had him up to 20 the other day. Okay, I told RJ earlier to not lay up on Tour 9, but I was not referring to this hole, or excuse me, the first shot of this hole. You just want to come up to where you got a little bit of a buffer there, and I could move up 1 mile an hour, but I think I would rather it stop. I'm even going to take just a little bit off. Yeah, I figured other people were doing it too, H. Yeah, see, I could have got a little closer, but, you know, if you get between 248 and 252, you're golden. Alright, so since you have the Nirvana, you're going to set yourself up nicely for the third shot. Don't forget to curl and don't overpower. And great's okay as long as you curled. There you go. Alright, so you're going to be going for the hole. 62 or whatever your name was again, it's not on my screen, I apologize. Just so you know, this is NCS music. It is perfectly okay to play while you're live streaming, so please don't turn me in. Alright, so this is a pretty easy shot, but I'm a little worried about that forward spin. I don't have to be any closer than that. See, with that one top spin, I would have been right at the edge, but, you know, it didn't really matter. Thank you, 62. The clubs do help. This Sniper 10, I'm sure it's an awesome club, but I've got a Sniper 10 that hasn't been used ever. Because if I can't reach with my, well, can't think of the name of the club at the moment, but the other one, Guardian, you know, then I pull the big dog out. But when you're playing friendlies or tours, you don't get a choice. You either play one or the other. So my Max Guardian will reach just about any hole, with a few exceptions on the par 5s. Yeah, you see how terrible this Sniper is? Look at it. It can't get in the hole. H, this is not the tournament, man. You can get in the hole. Alright, I really don't have a big tactic here other than getting in close. Alright, see how I have plenty of room in front of me? And I just want to tap it in. And yes, I see that little crosswind there, so we're just going to adjust. That's because I don't have to get it in. The great shot, so what? Now, if he had made it in, you would have seen a little bit more, panic in that movement. Sorry, H, I blew on it for you. So H, anyway, if I tell you in the chat, don't get your panties in a wad, you'll know that I'm referring to Ready Player One. I'd play the audiobook, but I'm sure somebody would turn me in. I paid for it. Uh, 62, I don't think H would mind if you want to join in. Alright, this one's pretty easy. Just kind of put it in the middle here. Put four backspin, and then a little bit of right curl. And then I want to aim it at the tip of the hole. See how far up that puts me? But let's see, we're going to play it almost 3. And hope that the curl is going to help. I'll put a little more on there. Shouldn't be too far off. Oh, don't put the curl on it. Yeah, that was me in the tournament all freaking day. I wouldn't trust my adjustments. So I'd go, let me just put a little curl on there. And I'd miss it by that much. Okay, the only problem with this NCS music is there's a commercial every 4 seconds. I mean minutes. Okay, well I got plenty of tips for you. The problem is I don't ever take my own advice. See, H didn't either. Probably still beat me though. Oh yeah, by a mile. Okay, well 62, you are a newer player. We've all been there. Let's see, I guess rematch. But that doesn't mean you can't play me, because I will switch to a white ball, and anyone that I feel like I'm going to destroy, what I try to do is just show them the way, and they can copy me. And, if they mess up tremendously bad, I'll just sit there and putt around the hole until you catch up, so we can at least get to a playoff hole. If you're low on coins, that's kind of tough. But I will play you in Tour 1. Okay, whoever just got on, say your name. I can't see you. Okay, well that's great if you have an Amazon or a really nice Nirvana. But 62, this is what you need to do until you get his club. You just kind of put it down here. No forward spin, all the way to the right. And I'm sorry, but you're going to have to use a premium ball. You could probably do it with a white ball, but who would really want you to? Or who'd want to try that? All right, so then we're going to come around here. And the wind's 3.3, but we're going to move it almost 4. Not because we have to, just because we want to play it safe in case we grade it. And we put all the curl on it. Regular power, perfect shot. And it'll wrap right around this little hill here and stay on the fairway. That will work with an extra mile 3, 4, well, probably with a 3 and up. Because you have to have a little bit of curl on that club. Nirvana 6 will make it, but it will be a little bit harder shot. Because from the rough, you have to hit it perfect to do what you want it to do. And the wind doesn't play the same for the irons, unfortunately, the rough irons. So you just about have to use half the wind. And even then, sometimes it's too much. So what I mean by the winds, usually each one of those little bands on your target is 2 miles an hour. Okay, good job, H. I thought you played too much wind, but you know, there we are. Now do it twice. Alright, with this club, I rarely make the Alba. But from where I'm sitting, since I can go straight at it, see how I can't go back any further? And then I've got the wind that's going to push me back into it. So let's go forward just a little bit and then over just a little bit more. And I graded it. Yeah. Should have pushed it forward just a little bit more. Because if I had got the nice bounce, I would have been real close. Helios, I see where you say welcome. I'm not sure who you're saying welcome to. Or are you trying to say number 3 on this view is Helios 2? Clee Torres Wide posted a video in Golf Flash. Good news. Well, hey Helios 3, how are you? New record. Okay, we will finally take it off the Titan. Because we like... No, we do not like that one. Quasar has 121. Navigator. There we go. Wind resistance 2. I have 8 seconds to make up my mind. Let's just put it close. Right about there. Try to take a shot with all this stuff on here. See, I can make a quick shot if I have to. Oh! I couldn't get closer. Sorry, guys. By the way, if I was in a tournament, I'd be so in the sand. Okay, H is trying to show off here. He's going to do that wacky doodle slice hook. I guess he wants me to win this hole. Okay, I'm not sure what you did there, sir. Was there a plan? Oh, you have the Spitfire and you're trying to show off. That's what it is. Okay. No. Alright, so next shot. You'd think it's pretty straightforward, but there's a little bit of delicate stuff going on here. You want to be over here, all the way to the backspin, but you also want to go all the way to the right. Alright, so with this club, see how I can aim it right there at the hole? And then adjust for the wind? It doesn't usually let me do all this. We're going to go almost 2. And just hit her straight. Yeah, straight. Except for the grate. Dope, dope, dope. So if I had hit that right, I would have been pretty close to the hole. I'm not used to playing this shot with such an upgraded club. So you're right, H. I usually push a little bit further forward, a little bit further left, and then I curl it. And it takes some of the distance off, and it curls it towards the hole. But when your ball guide can show you where the hole is, you should try it. Alright, the only problem with that Spitfire is if you clip the rough right there, you're going to be in big trouble. You have to hit perfect. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Okay. Great. Wow! Even with the great shot, he hit it. Okay, 62 if you're still on. See how small this is? All I gotta do is hit it straight. Even with a great shot, no big deal. Now H is going to show you how to do it out of the rough. Thank you for taking one for the team there, H. Oh, okay, you did get out. Okay, no reason to show off, but if you're a little bit further away and you want to make the target smaller, you simply push all of the top spin up. But from there, it's totally unnecessary. No crosswind, nothing. What's up, J-Bone? For those of you that have just joined, this music is NCS channel, so it doesn't cost a thing. It's not copyrighted. Please do not turn me in. I do not need the strike. J-Bone, what I was telling H very early on is that if you have the music, even if it's in the background, and you're like trying to concentrate or you have nothing to say, it helps to have something going on in the background so that, you know, we're all sitting there going, did we lose the signal? Did we lose the signal? I love to watch Cam because, you know, he might take 3 or 4 minutes to say something, but the music's pretty good. Really, dude? Really? How am I going to show off my little curl, my little Jesse curl, when you're only 3 away? And since I have the wrong ball, thanks, H. I'm between clubs. I have no side spin. And then when I back up, I got the wrong club. So we're going to do this. God, I can't even get close. This is why you don't use this ball. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, terrible ball. No roll. So I'm not going to blame you, H. It's H's fault. But I prefer to use a Titan or a Katana. No, the music, Mr. Both, is actually on my other phone on YouTube. NCS, free, totally free. Nice kitty. I just have it playing in the background. I guess I could have put it on. Well, I could have put Pandora on, but that's not free music. So I just have NCS playing from a separate device. Totally free music. Please don't turn me in. No trademark. I don't know if anyone else heard about Tommy's troubles earlier this week with trademarked music. The song sounded too much like a trademark song. Yes, NCS, it's top 30 no copyright sounds. I'm going to say that again. No copyright. Again, I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway, Tommy got in trouble for a couple days because his song sounded too much like a copyrighted song. So I wonder if it's okay to play Weird Al Yankovic, because it's not his music. He stole it from someone. Well, you know, it's not stolen necessarily, but it's not his music. So why is it okay for him to sing it and not for us to... By the way, I'm getting rid of this ball. Let's go to Katana. Full top spin, right up the middle. Just gonna adjust for the wind just a little bit and hit it straight. You don't want to be too close to the right side because it likes to roll over there, but since the wind's pushing away, should be fine. No reason to overpower. H. I know you feel like a big man over there on the other side of the fairway, but you know, just straight up the middle. You got an easy approach shot.
Pioneers 18.
Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear. And don't show any fear.
So, question number 4 for you guys. How'd you do in the tournament? If you got more than a minus 25, raise your hand. Just kidding. Tell me what you got. And it's okay to tell me your best account. I don't care if it's rookie or expert or masters. Just tell me how you did. Okay, the delay is about 30 seconds, so anytime now you guys will respond. That was a nice shot, H. Even with that ball. Alright, so with most of my clubs, I try to approach with 4 backspin, but when I've got the Guardian, one of these days, it's just going to go in. Since the wind's against me, I'm going to put it on this side. You know, instead of the front, I'm going to put it on the tail. And then adjust for the wind. 1.3 is not that much. But because I also don't want to hit it while going across, I'm going to add just a little bit more. And then curl it. And I wasn't supposed to hit it great, but I'll be close. Okay, that was terrible. I probably should have added a little bit more distance because it was at the end of the club to the wind. Mistake I make a lot. And like I said, I usually, approach with the long iron or short iron, and I just simply give it 4 backspin, aim at the hole, adjust for wind. Nothing special. There are several holes on Tour 8, the shootouts. We may see it this time, I doubt it, but on Tour 4 you may see it. But I know I played it earlier today several times on Tour 8. The shootout with the Guardian, where you have to aim right at the hole and then adjust twice as much for wind. And if you do it any other way, there's really no safe spot to hit it. Don't know if you know which one I'm talking about, but there's a sandbar right in front. And if you aim directly at the hole, you're probably not going to get anywhere near it. There's a sweet spot kind of left of the hole, and then you just curl it around to it. Right, this looks totally wrong. but we're going to try it anyway. Probably have way too much curl. Yeah. Should have gave it more. The idea here is to go near the fringe and let it roll around to the hole. Backspin, that was my problem. Thanks, Jesse. I know you were screaming it at me. I knew it looked way too easy with that backspin on there. Yeah, H knows what to do. Of course, the problem with this is you have to hit it just right. Otherwise, you're going to go off the back, or you try to add too much curl and you end up right where I'm at anyway.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try.
So that's what you were supposed to do. Thank you, sir. You've only been playing for a couple of weeks. You got a long way to go, but you really started at a good time. There's lots of people here to help you. I suggest you go to It's RJ TV. He's more, I'd like to say our caliber than say Tommy would be. If you want to see someone win in the Masters, go watch Tommy. And also J-Bone, I know he has lots and lots of videos. Go watch him. And H, Helios, he's one to watch. He's probably going to be streaming a lot more now with either friendlies or tournaments. So you can definitely get an idea from him. I'd like to say he does rookie and pro. J-Bone, he does rookie and pro. RJ does one account because he likes to show off, I guess. This is what I could do with one account. Yeah, Jesse also says search the 19th hole on Facebook. I posted before I started this video on my Facebook. That's the only place I put it. And I probably have 700-ish friends on Golf Clash. So thank you for seeing it. The rest of them, they missed out. That's okay. But, you know, most of us do it for the coins. Okay, long hole, long ball. I would love to do this. And just hit it. And you know what? I think I'm going to do it because somebody's in the sand. Alright, so you see how my target's way over here, but the wind's pushing it? You see that blue thing? That's the 4 to 6 area. So I think I'm pretty safe. You can put just a little more curl on it. And then hit it great so you can see what it looks like in the sand. Oh, I got over the sand. Sorry about that, H. See, I was worried about all that topspin putting me into the garbage over there. But since I hit the garbage first, I'm fine. Oh, he's got the Spitfire. Well, that'll put you up close. Alright, 62, you see how he's pulling all the way back and slicing it? He did that on purpose. Not too many crazy people will try that, but it's actually easier to try to hit it off to the side than it is to hit the middle of the target. So, sweet shot, and I don't have enough club. So what I do is called go for it! If you put it over here, you're probably going to hit here. Put it here, you're probably going to hit it here. So I'm just going to aim it right there. Right there. I didn't see the first message, but I do see where's ATM. It is probably lunchtime for him. Perfect shot! But it probably won't help me because it's so hard to line this one up. See that? It actually went exactly where I aimed it. And every other time it goes further left. But no big deal. I do not have the Spitfire, so I can probably aim. And level 4 Falcon, I wouldn't suggest using it. You'll see why in just a second. Thorn would be a much better choice. Falcon 6, Falcon 7, I'm sure is awesome. But a Falcon 4 is just missing a couple things that the Thorn has. The ball guide's not near as good. I'm sure the backspin's not near as good. Yeah, it's probably more accurate, or at least as accurate. And if he gets it in the hole, that's great. But, like I said, ball guide means a lot. Thank you, H, for making that example for me. Alright, so like I said, I do not have the Spitfire, so all I have to do, if you do this on this hole, it's probably going to mess you up. So let's just do a straight at the hole shot. Not at the tip, because the tip is not right. And I know I've got 4-mile-an-hour wind, and I don't want to really adjust too much for it because it rolls off to the side anyway. So let's just aim right there in the middle. And I graded it, so it won't go in. Psych! Just kidding. It wasn't going to go in. You don't hit that one perfect. And like I said, you can't hit it at the tip. You can't extend it out. You just got to kind of hit it somewhere near the end of the ball guide. Perfect. J-Bone, I'll tell you, like I said, 262. Yes, I was just kidding with the psych. I knew there was no way it was going in. But anyway, J-Bone, if you'd like to ask for a friendly, just pop in there. I'm sure H doesn't mind taking turns. The guy who had the list, I guess he had to go. He got the whoop and decided he wasn't going to do it. I would not suggest you try this. I'm not saying he's not going to make it. I'm just saying nobody else does this. Any mistake, and you're going to be in the garbage. Oh, okay, that's fine, Jesse. Yeah, I was watching you guys Thursday night, and it was literally 2:59 a.m., and I was on, what, hole 16? Yeah, hole 16. And when I finished the hole, it said, "Time's up!" Because I had spent so much time watching you guys, and then when I got home, my wife wanted some attention. And that's life. Alright, so I could do this. Let's just do this. So basically, you just aim it at the hole. And I think from back here, if you had a wood, you'd go back one. But I think with the backbone, we're just going to let her roll. Probably making a mistake, but we'll see. You have 2 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour, 4.5-ish. Gotta hurry up and hit, hurry up and hit, hurry up and hit. And I graded it, but because the wind's pushing it that way, I'm not that upset. Yeah, it was 1 forward, by the way. That's what I should have done. Thank you, H, for the nosebleed. Like I said, 62, if you want to jump in, I'll play you on Tour 1. And Afraid. I'll change to the white ball. I'll wait for you at the hole. Assuming you don't kick my butt. Okay, we have another long hole that requires a long ball. H, you don't have to beat me with those little bitty balls. Well, I just kind of left that out there, didn't I? I was not referring to your manhood, sir. Yeah, this is called a layup shot. You should never lay up unless you have to. And if you can afford a Titan or a specialty ball of some type that allows you to get to that next fairway, you will need... Yeah, speaking of the wife. Who is this? TM? This should be live, sir. Alright, so anyway, like I said, if you can afford the ball, and you have at least an EM5, you see how the ball guide's going to let me across? Further over here, the better, but because I'm hitting full club, I want to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. Did I just see that ATM got on? Oh, by the way, don't do that! I hit it too far. With a Titan ball. I could see that with, maybe a Kingmaker or Berserker, but a Titan ball. So, because I did that, I can't show you the next shot. Did I see that ATM is here? Somebody said something about ATM. I'm going to have to turn the music off and put it on YouTube so I can see what you guys are saying. I see it for the briefest moment, but in the middle of a shot, I don't read it much. ATM, LOL, you know me, bro. Yes, I am here. Oh, ATM. I was thinking it was TM. The A's way over there. What's up, ATM? I can't wait to see yours because I really want to hear your accent. Mine is Western Georgia. Grew up in northern Atlanta. So I'm from California, but I have the northern Georgian accent. I hope that was the right shot because I really didn't look at it too much, but just wanted to curl it right. Yeah, that's about all you could do from the rough over there. So yes, that is a Southern cat, so I'm a Southern guy. The drawl will come out every now and then, but at the same time, I was in the theater, so my character voices might come out every now and then. I don't really do Danny DeVito, so somebody requested that. We can voice over 4 holes, 2 to 2, 4. Oh, hey, speaking of ATM, why don't you get your butt on here, Tour 4? I'm sure H won't mind allowing me to play you once. Fire up that iPad. Thank you, H. I appreciate that. You make my shot look so easy coming up. No pressure at all. Alright, so even if you're in the rough, even if you have a long iron, even if you have a short iron, it's 4 back, aim at the hole, and it's okay to turn it this way so you can see. There's this little bitty divot at the end. If you don't have a level 8, then you simply move it up here. But because of the wind, I probably should have. But then we're going to adjust 2.4-ish. Hope I adjusted it. Ran out of time, I just have to hit it. Watch me not have adjusted it. Clink! Yes, the adjustment worked. Thank you, 62. That does not happen every time. Especially when you're talking and broadcasting and not paying really close attention. Oh, and there's one more thing. If I was playing the tournament, I would not have made that shot. Every time you get the start of a playoff hole or a hole and you're not real sure, wiggle it like that. If nothing happens, it's not your turn. But if you don't wiggle it, one of these days, you're just going to sit there and go, man, that guy's just not doing nothing. So anyway, it's 4 backspin, a little bit of curl. And because the wind's pushing me that way, I'm going to set it up on this side. But you see the problem with this club? I'm going to actually have to back up one so I don't accidentally. See, now I'm running out of time again. I'm going to do this, go. And if you wonder how I hit it perfect like that, it's just because years of practice. However, because I didn't have more time to adjust further left, I'm way over here. And I also like to hit it with 4 backspin, not 3. But I just didn't feel comfortable with it. Alright, ATM, you're up next. Uh, 62, I'm telling you, if you just put the first hop right in the middle of this hole, and then when you go to adjust, that end of the yellow is 2 miles per hour. So each ring is 2 miles per hour. See how he's going? Well, he's a little too close for us to see it, but he went about 3. And the clubs we're playing, they're nowhere near at the end of what they could do. So we just play the 2 miles per hour per ring. Thanks, Ace, for showing them what I should have done. Appreciate that. I want you to live stream tomorrow so I can show you what to do. But anyway, 62, if you find you're at the end of your club, you're going to have to add more wind. What I mean by the end is, alright, ATM, you going to start now? Your club starts, when you switch to the, how can I put this easily? Your club has a long and a short side. When you pull back and you push forward, you'll find out where your shot is in that back or the front side of it. And if it's kind of in the middle, then play those 2 miles per hour per bar. But if it's at the very front of it, you're using all of your club. All right, ATM, where are you? Oh, I have to exit? Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm just used to it starting automatically for RJ. But getting back to that, if you're at the very beginning of your club, then even those 2 miles per hour per bar might be too much, especially with your short irons from the fairway. But in general, 2 miles per hour per ring. That's until you get to tour 7 or tour 8. Then all the rules change. Alright, so I did the wiggle. I don't really need all that ball. ATM is probably going to bring the bunny ball, so let's bunny balling. Wow. I don't need all this. Well, let's do it anyway. Integrated it into the sand. So, that's me showing off for ATM. That was not unlucky. That was a total screw up on my part. Oh, where's the bunny ball, sir? It is very possible to get the green on this hole if you have an APOC 4 or a 3 with a better ball than what he's got. But it's, 8H could have actually shown you this one. He has the crazy left hook. I don't know if he does the slice hook or not. And just so you know, slice is to the right, hook is to the left. So he aims the ball, he spins the ball to the right, but then he hooks the ball to the left. That really didn't explain it, but... Alright, so we're coming out of the sand, but we really feel like a forward spin would be better. When I say we, the people in my head. Just because if you put forward spin, you don't have to play as much wind, but you do have to know your distances. And from this distance, it's really hard to judge. Thanks, H. Yeah, see, it's really hard to judge. ATM thought it was a nice shot. Alright, so he's got the claw. From here, I would definitely take 4 backspin, aim it right at the hole, and just back it up a little bit. You can even eyeball it. With the wind kind of pushing a little bit to the right, you could actually put a little bit of left spin so that the wind's directly behind the ball. And if ATM is hearing this, it's too late! So is the music okay, guys? I know what RJ would be saying right now. But to me, as long as it's got a beat, you can dance to it, we're good. Oh, H, you got the tsunami. 2 more to go. I see that RJ has seen the link. That's how J-Bone got on here. Alright, so remind me not to put all that backspin on it. Oh, really? The bunny ball has no side spin. I think we discussed this earlier. Alright, well, we'll just hope that ATM doesn't know how to get closer than 6 or 7 yards. And even with grading, it's no big deal. Yeah, I almost accidentally got over there. But it's going to roll right over here. And we're going to be stuck. Alright, ATM. Show me what you can do with the Lucky Charms ball. In the Goliath. I'm sorry, guys, but the Goliath is overrated. I mean, for me to like the big dog so much, but I can't stand the Goliath, has everything to do with trying to use a Goliath 1. Yeah, strikeout was exactly what I did with it. So, once I got the Thorn, I never, ever had to use the Goliath again. And that's probably why everyone has, they take it so personally about their clubs. It's because they got burned. Oh, I'm not going to use the Guardian. That thing burned me. Well, yeah, you used the Guardian 1. Like me and the Sniper 1. No backspin. No backspin. Why would I ever use a club with no backspin? Level 9, level 10, whatever it is. Yeah, nice. What's the matter, ATM? Alright. H, you want to jump back on? While I'm waiting, I'll change balls. This is my ball collection for my main account. The turkey ball and mummy ball were okay. The pumpkin ball I loved, but I just can't use my last one. The snowman ball, I saved those for RJ and just, when I absolutely need it. Santa balls, my baby accounts, I have at least 10 packs each because you actually got the ball when you won the tournament. Whereas now they're making you buy the balls. So I think a lot less people are going to be using the special balls in the future because they make you buy them. Snow globe, same thing. I used to have 5 or 6 packs of those. The movie ball I stupidly bought and basically won't use it because it's no good. Pot of gold ball, it's okay. Bunny ball, I bought lots of those because there are situations where I want wind resistance and power. But unfortunately, half the time, I also want side spin. So it was a bad purchase. Touchdown ball, I think I won most of those. So anyway, by the end of the night, I'll have a few more Kingmakers. There you are, H. Unfortunately, I only came in 8th. ATM, you want to come back on? I will be happy to lose one to you, sir. You are my biggest fan. Please send checks. Oh, yeah, there you go. Please send checks. Just leave it blank. I'll fill it in. Let me get rid of this ball before he gets back.
Don't let me drown.
So anyway, that's the ball lesson. While we're waiting, I'll show you how terrible I did. I'm embarrassed to show you this, but here it goes. I'm in 8th place with a negative 22. Why? Well, let's see why. On hole 12 and hole 9, I got burned. It was my fault. So if I had gotten the minus 24, I would have been happy. I call that the steady Eddie. And I wouldn't have won. I would have been in 2nd. But I would have been happy. I do have a negative 24 and a negative 26. But they're on baby accounts, guest accounts. So some people call them practice accounts. Did the wiggle, it's not moving, so H, it's your turn. Hello, H, it's your turn. Hello. Alright, H is going to show us how to go long, because he's got a pretty nice rough iron. But you have to be careful. If you miss the tip of this fairway, you're in the sand. Oh, and he makes it! But I got some bad news for you guys. Even though he made this shot, it has no effect on how fast you can get to the score. I'm sorry, get to the green. You still can't get to the green in 2. H, I'd love for you to prove me wrong, but I've done it. And it's just not worth the extra effort when we're both sitting on the green in 3. Alright, so anyway, I aim right here. Look at the wind, it's going to push me a little bit. And then I chicken out just a little bit more. And even with the grate, I should be okay. Every now and then I'll get right to the very edge at 252. And the toenails in the bottom of your shoes hurt when you go like putting on the brakes. That's really painful when I do that. Yeah, so in my opinion, his second shot is harder than mine. It can be done. It should be done. I don't know where he's going. He's going to do that crazy slice hook thing. But at the end of the day, it ain't going to make a difference. Yeah, so H just put me into a clear advantage, and I haven't even hit yet. All I have to do is get right over here. And with the wind the way it is, I can go ahead and put a little bit of forward spin on it and just overhit it just a little bit. Yeah, H, you almost did it. See, I was a little aggressive. Wanted to make sure I got onto that part of the fairway. Very easily could have messed up and gone into the sand. But I'm sitting pretty. Now let's see how far the Nirvana can take you. You know it's possible, sir. You can do it. I wouldn't do it with all that topspin, but you can do it. The 2.3 I would just basically ignore. Just kind of put it out there in the middle. He's aiming for the hole for some weird reason. I'm just happy if I get on the green. Okay, don't you remember that you overpowered? I guess you forgot, because look what's going to happen. Yeah. Hey, H, you overpowered every time you aimed. Why didn't you overpower when you hit? It's nice to know you can actually hear me talking to you now. So anyway, with the 1.7, I just want to back up to about right here, nice and safe, nice and safe. And the ball guide lies. Let's see what it gave me. Oh, no, liar. Yeah, see how it jumps back out? Let's just go with 2. And I still think I want to move just a little bit further over. No, you were not overpowering. You overpowered when you aimed, but you did not overpower when you hit. Yeah, I love how that jumped from perfect to great at the last second. It just decided that I was going to go right. Hey, 62. Glad you're back. I hate to do this to you guys, but this really needs to be my last hole. This was a test. And I'm sure my wife and kids are going, what the hell, excuse my language, is he doing out there? So, like I said, I'm in my office. I'm in my office 40 plus hours a week. It is known to some people as a minivan, but it gets me where I'm going and brings lots of chicken with me if I need to, or cookies, or coleslaw. And if that's not enough hints for you, I'm still not going to tell you where I work. But anyway, so we'll make this the last one, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will definitely be streaming my next tournament. I will not stream anytime around RJ or Tommy or H. I'll make sure it's off the charts somewhere. ATM, until I know when you're going to stream, how am I going to know how to avoid you as far as streaming at the same time? Oh, okay, yeah, I am set up to play ATM. Thank you, H. So when I hit exit, if ATM is still alive, he is. He gets to play me one last time. But yeah, I got it, H. Sorry. This is the last one. Yeah, 62 anytime. Now when I say anytime, I have to be logged in at the time, and I can't be looking at chess, or I can't be on the wrong device. Well, for you, I wouldn't mind playing on the wrong device, but somebody tried to play me earlier. Everyone knows his name. Sidek, Kenny Sidek, is it? And I had to explain to him on Messenger. I said, there's no way I'm going to play you all on this phone. No way. So a couple hours later, I played him on my iPad, and barely beat him, but, you know, a win's a win. He gives RJ fits from time to time, but I think RJ beat him Friday, so. Yeah, go ahead and try it. Even though this is my last hole, if you show up, I will last play you. Yep, there you are. Alright, so ATM, understand that this is our only hole, our second one. And I understand, wink wink. I'm not really playing this like I should. I know it's going to go left, but you know, I just want to play with it. I graded it, but I put enough curl on it to where it might stay on. So, I mean, there's lots of different ways you can play. You can play by using a lot of curl. You can play by aiming. Well, you know, everyone should aim, but you get my point. Most of the time, I try to, especially when I'm on tour play, I will aim it exactly where I want it to go, and then I will adjust for wind, and I will hit it perfect. I will not put any curl on it. I try not to put too much backspin or too much front spin. I just want it to go where I aim it. That'll keep you safe on fairways and close to the green areas. But from time to time, you'll want to play with it to see, well, what would curl do here? Because every now and then you find something, you find a sweet spot that if you can hit it the same way every time, it literally takes strokes off of every hole. Like this one. I got the Guardian. I told you I love to do this. But I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing about that. And I should be practicing with 5 or 6 backspin. Because I should just have it hit right in front of the hole. I'm going to put the tip in the cup. Since it's, 6 or 7 backspin, it shouldn't go too far. And then I play, forgot to check to see how far I was, so we'll just play it regular wind, about 4 miles an hour. And if it goes in, it goes in. And then the next time I play it, I adjust. Yeah, see, I didn't play enough wind because I was too far back on my club. Which means I was playing near the end of what my club can hit. So probably about 4.5 miles an hour. Or, 2 and a little bit rings. That was highly technical. A little bit. But you get the idea. 4.2 rings. No. 2.2 rings. Each ring is 2. Okay, ATM. It's going to be a hard shot. Can I do it? Okay. Oh, let's go to the playoff hole. Or shootout. Oh, ATM, you could win so easily on this hole. Oh, man, it's going to make me go first. What do I do? Okay, so this is called the airport hole. Oh, I'm sorry, airport drive. Or the flyby. Oh, and of course I'm trying to get off, and Lisa pops up on Messenger. Let's see if she finds us. On Golf Clash Notebook, accurate. I mean, I've looked at it, but you know, I don't like to do homework. I'm more into the KISS method. Okay, she says, when's the virtual wedding? Oh. Wow, and he won that one. Amazing. You're welcome, ATM, you're welcome. But I wonder if you know how ATMs are supposed to work. Okay, 62, where'd you go? This has got to be my last hole because, you know, my family's going to go, what is he doing? Watch Lisa show up and go, ooh, I want to watch. And then, you know, I have to play another one. Well, 62, can you ask me again because I can't see you? Okay, there you are, son. Yeah, ATM, keep that quiet now. Hey! There's Lisa! So this is not the last hole. It was, but it's not. Okay, I don't know what happened here. What the heck? I was playing Sinful. And I came up with this. I don't know what this is. Yeah, you guys still there? Hello? No, I had no problems until Lisa Marie got on. And now my screen just... Yes, I'm still on? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do this.